the chocolates.
What the frick is that?
We got the chocolates.
Don't they do dad jokes?
We got the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes.
Really?
Scouts, welcome back to another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Lee.
I'm Skin.
I'm Gody.
And that is Mikus over there.
Hello.
Mikus films and chimes in when we need him. You have probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for laugh. I think it's the podcast where you feel like you're catching up with old mates. Just going to keep running with that.
Wonderful.
Or old mates, or in this case, Skin, actually, you have your wife, baby, and father-in-law here for his debut to watch.
Yes, so I might feel like you're catching up with my family. If you wanted to do that, I guess. Yeah.
Are you nervous at all about that?
No, I know him pretty well.
Yeah. Are we nervous at all about that?
What for?
I'm not nervous.
I'm nervous.
I was just checking, yeah. But Mikus is nervous like any time.
I think Mitch's father-in-law has probably seen us in worse states. Than
Where he kept getting us buffalo every 4 seconds.
Holy frick. That was
Loved
a
the
lot of
buffalo. Yeah. I went to watch the Super Bowl today as we're recording.
we
How
hungry.
did you possibly get back in time?
Well, because, I know. The game goes for a long time. It kicked off at 9:30 a.m. our start. Guess what time it finished? I was back in the office. I'd had enough. I think it finished at like 1:30. Mikus was at the gym, obviously.
Yep, obviously.
But
Why
yeah,
did you
just
pause? What did you want me to say?
genuine. I think it was 4 hours. 4 hours worth of not really
Footballing.
game time, but yeah, 4 hours worth of from cessation to nope. What's the opposite?
Go away.
Start to end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, what happened?
it dick?
Taylor Swift's boyfriend lost.
Oh yeah, big time.
Really?
They
Big time.
got pogoed by the Eags.
Crikey.
One of the great dickings of all time.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
I was told, because that's probably the one game a year that I watched, but I was told that it was a bit of a Brisbane Lions, Sydney Swans type of scenario. Like,
Yeah, right.
they came in quite evenly matched. If anything, the Chiefs going for like a three-peat, so somewhat favourites. And then they were absolutely just, rock and rolled. And the quarterback of the Eagles team, his last name is Hertz. And at one point early, he threw a just like an intercept.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this crowd erupted, like full pub, just like, that's the funniest gig ever. How do you do that stuff? And I was like, well, you can't write it down. But try to explain sort of how we do it. And
Yeah, very
anyway, they're
good.
probably all listening to the podcast now, I'd assume.
And we've done a segment on this podcast of like perfect sponsorships don't exist as well. So if he's not going after a hire car company, he's an absolute clown.
You are quite right. Also, I think the other quarterback we've mentioned on the podcast before too, because it's Patrick Mahomes and Gardens.
Yeah, better.
better Mahomes and Gardens. So
Yeah.
anyway, so well done to the Eagles, I guess, if you're into that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a US audience, so they quite enjoy it. Kendrick Lamar skin. The reason I wanted to bring this up, Kendrick Lamar was the halftime show. Would that have got you excited?
A little bit. I don't mind his stuff. Yeah, he's all right.
People were saying in the pub that I was in, and again, this wasn't that many. Like, it's Monday morning in Australia,
Yep.
so there's not that many people in the pub.
Yep.
Greatest rapper of all time? Is that ludicrous, or is that?
No, that's
another
not
rapper.
ludicrous.
Well, he was pretty good in that Justin Bieber song. Baby.
That was an all-time verse.
And I was like, Luda.
No, that doesn't shock me. People would have that opinion, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He's just not my personal favourite. I just got obsessed with Eminem when I was a kid for whatever reason. So I got more excited about the Super Bowl halftime show when it was like Dr. Dre and Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg
that
and
was
Eminem.
sick.
That was unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not shocked to hear that. Kendrick's good. People like him.
What pub did you go to, more importantly?
It was the one next to Brooklyn Standard in Brisbane, like Fat. I think it's called Fat something. I can check that for you.
Fat Tony.
No,
That's a Simpsons character, mate.
Fat Angel. Is
Yeah,
what
right.
it's called. And it was just like an American sports sort of setup.
Yeah, cool.
Not bad. Quite enjoyed it. It was good, but the game went for a long time, so I had to knock off at halftime. After Kendrick, obviously.
Yes,
You got to
yes,
watch the
yeah.
greatest rapper alive, or of all time, or whatever. I went. Listen to the Chocs.
I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen
To the Chocs.
before you tell him.
Did you have a beer at that long lunch? Did you, mate?
I did actually. I felt. I'll fade that down for you. I actually felt like quite peeled by the time I left.
Really?
Yeah.
How many beers are we talking?
I don't know, but they were 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
an accident. You can accidentally have 4
Yeah.
like, more often than you
Well,
think
it's
you
4
can.
in the first hour and
3
one
every hour
Yeah,
after.
exactly.
That's-
Which
But
is
your first one would have been at like 9 a.m.
9:32.
Perfect. It's borderline my favourite time to have a beer.
Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Nah, just like pre-lunch. I'd rather go from like 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon than like say like at nighttime.
Definitely.
Nighttime drinking is arguably very, very overrated. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, breakfast beers, I don't know if they're, I'm not sure if they're rated. Does anyone rate? People rate
No,
them?
I've never.
Mine's
Considered
more like breakfast, go for a walk, and then come back for a beer on
That-
holidays.
10 a.m. 10:30.
Something like
10:30.
that.
That's just a fitness regime.
Yeah. Fitness beer in my mouth.
Go
I
for a
just said
beer
beer.
and then a walk. That's it. All right. Now, on the Choc line, which is at wegotthechocolates.com.au, we were left, I think, something that's a bit of a throwback to a previous time of our lives, Cody.
Look, boys, I just made the hour and a half drive up to Chicky Tea Bar to check out this bloody Super Rooster. And old mate Godey is absolutely onto it. These are phenomenal. Crispy on the outside, soft in the middle, the perfect amount of chicken salt seasoning. Like nothing is compared so far to these beautiful boys. Oh, did you hear that crunch? Probably not.
No.
Boys, don't doubt the dude. He's a smart little cookie. At least he shows up on time. Bye.
That's a good point.
Bye.
That's a great point. The best point he made was that last one,
Yeah,
actually.
he has
That was about showing up. Was he talking about himself or you there?
At
Me?
least he wasn't talking about beautiful little boys at that point anymore.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah,
Mitchell.
I'm not sure about the chips being referred to as. Anyway, we also had quite a funny situation last week when we went to the Prince Consort Hotel where another guy came up and basically the reverse of that and said he drove to Toowoomba also to try the Super Rooster chips. So you've got to be careful with what you say here, Gary, because a lot of people are driving to Toowoomba to try them.
I quite like Toowoomba. There's nothing wrong with Toowoomba.
No, that's
and
good.
That's, yeah,
Gets
great
cold.
chips.
It does get cold. There's a breeze through there.
It's crisp, isn't it?
The chips?
Yes, both. Everything about Toowoomba is crisp.
Yeah.
We're probably due for another chip trip too,
I think
actually.
so. Anyway, he came up and said he didn't rate it. He was not impressed. We were like, well, what was the problem? And he said, I just didn't feel like there was enough salt on them. To which Dave, the Brit that knows jack shit,
Oh, this will be
replied, it was actually very good. Like by Dave's standard, he said, I think what you're looking for is the best salt in Australia.
And the whole pub also erupted in applause.
Very similar.
Excellent.
It was fantastic. All right, Skin. Now, big thing coming up this week. I think it's Friday, so probably tomorrow as you're listening, because you only listen on the first day when it
Yeah.
comes out, as you know.
Exactly.
And Skin, it's your favourite day of the year.
Yep, my favourite day of the year. I haven't organised anything for it yet, but that's a nice reminder. It is Valentine's Day. And in the lead up to Valentine's Day, I wanted to have a look at some of the worst pickup lines that we've heard.
Do you have to say
Now-
the worst?
Well, it's a segment we've done a few times, and we've generally done it. It's meant to be the best pickup lines, but it got sent in by a listener with two pickup lines that were horrendous.
Yes.
They were the worst pickup lines. So we,
Yeah, right.
we just sort of made that little twist, and then since we did it last time, we got sent more pickup lines.
Were they also the worst?
They were also quite bad, yes. And then I went looking for some other pickup lines to use on top, just in case those ones were too bad, and it just kept getting worse. Really, there's no. I wouldn't encourage anyone to use any of these pickup lines that I've got. But
Okay.
they
I
might-
got three also,
might be
by the
fun
way,
to
that
laugh
was
at.
sent in by the Chockies to email. One, I think, is like, I don't know if any of them work. I think we've had this discussion. But one I'd like go with and have a crack because it'd at least be funny if you struck out. Two are like borderline, would get you punched.
All right.
So I'll read those as
Yeah,
well.
go for it. Why don't you start us off?
Oh, do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that I thought was like borderline okay was your name must be Coca-Cola because you're so delicious.
Nice.
Happy?
Yes.
The two that I thought were quite like almost offensively bad.
Yeah, nice.
That were in our email inbox were: Do you mix concrete for a living? Because you're making me hard.
Good.
No one said that, though. You know what I'm saying?
I reckon someone has said that.
I think people would have said that based on some of the ones I've seen.
Well, you've met plenty of concreters in your time. That'd be
Yeah.
quite a common thing at the
Yeah,
jobs.
that's what Krause says to all his mates. Yeah.
And then the second one is you're so hot, even my zipper is falling for you.
Oh,
Hey, so there you go. That's
Okay.
nice. Like, that's quite romantic.
At least a little bit creative.
Yep.
Okay, well, this one was sent in by Jeff. He said, I overheard my Canadian mate try this on a dance partner the other night. He said, you're cute. Have you got any Canadian in you? She said, no. I said, well, would you like a little bit?
Oh.
Not the
It's
best.
nice that he said a little bit.
Yeah.
And oversell it.
is it better to oversell it or undersell it?
Well, how would you word that if you were gonna? Would you like a lot?
Yeah. I don't know.
You've got to undersell. You've got to set low expectations and exceed
Yeah,
them.
but see, the thing is, if you set low expectations, you're not closing.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. I do see what you're saying.
Maybe you just be brutally honest.
What, you give an exact size?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like,
Carry around a ruler.
Yeah. Just like flip down a tape measure.
you tell it, did you? Would you like 5.4 centimeters?
Would you like where this mark is?
Anyway, Jess, a pickup line that was used on me. For context, I just told this bloke that I work in the timber harvesting industry. He replied, "So are you having a quiet night tonight, or are we going to harvest some wood?"
See, now that's clever because you're responding to the stimulus.
That's true.
I'm happy with that. You're not happy with that?
I'm not happy with any of them, I'll be honest with you.
Well, if you're not happy with those ones, tune it out. Bryce, tell the lady you're interested in that her eyes remind you of a spanner. When she asks why, you can tell her that every time you look at them, they tighten your nuts.
Oh.
I've never really got the tighten the nuts thing. Is that if you are aroused, your nuts get tighter? Is that what happens?
I don't even.
What's aroused?
I think you did ask something else.
This is not the birds and the bees talk.
Have a chat to your significant other.
Could have had that a little while ago. Kelly said this one was used on her. How do you want your eggs? Boiled, fried, scrambled, or fertilized?
Yeah, nice. That's good. That's it. Or Easter, obviously.
Easter.
Yeah, I thought Cody would appreciate that one. But
Yeah, loved it.
Eggs, not the last time the eggs come up in this podcast
Really?
episode. No. You'd be impressed to know.
Wonderful. Damn girl, you put the sexy and dyslexic.
So, yep. Took me a while, but yep, with you.
Yep.
Okay. This gentleman said he dipped his fingers in a glass of water, flicked a few drops toward his prospective date, and said, "I think we should go back to your place and get you out of these wet clothes."
Hilarious. Now, if that doesn't work, there's something wrong with the world, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, all right. We're getting toward the ordinary end. Just fair warning. Like,
But I thought that one was quite.
okay, well that's good.
I think
I'm
that's
glad you're happy with that. But yeah, I'm saying I'm more worried about these two.
Great.
Your bone structure gives my bone structure.
That's not even ordinary. That's so good. That's not even ropey at all. That is so fine.
Do you text that to someone, or do you say that face to their face and just go like dead straight face?
I think face to face is so much better.
You're not being deadpan saying that. You are laughing.
I don't see how you could do that. How could you make eye contact with someone and say that to them?
Like that person's not sleeping with him. Like they understand that, right?
So again, you can't knock these things until you've tried
It'd be
it.
so funny if one of us was single, so we could actually try and film these.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to just go home and ask
I'll
Rochelle.
do exactly the same thing. I'll say that to Kathleen dead straight face. Great, you can sleep with the kids tonight. Excellent.
Oh, Jesus
I'll go home and
Christ.
just say it to Rochelle, and she'll be like, "Well, Mika's got his wish. One of you is single."
Poor Mikas.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh no!
And finally, I think I saw you on TripAdvisor the other day. I was looking for the best places to eat out.
Now that's just not on.
Rubbish.
You're a pig.
You are
I
disgusting.
warned
man.
you. I warned you. I'm sorry.
Can't believe you wrote that.
I didn't write it.
It's weird how you
copy
text that to
pasted
me.
it.
Yeah.
But they also are wonderful people at TripAdvisor if they were looking to get on.
Holy dooly. TripAdvisor for our. Nah, I won't. Nah, just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Is Steve Smith a very good player?
Yes.
Great answer. Now, that was the easy question. Cody, I saw this post on 7 Cricket, actually. Happy to give them a shout out because I haven't scrolled to the second page. Now, there is actually a chance that you've seen this already, in which case it would kind of be cheating, but still an impressive memory. So I'm going to go with it. Anyway, you are very knowledgeable about cricket. A lot of sports, actually. Rugby league cricket, I'd say, your top 2.
Yeah. Throw horse racing in there.
Okay. Happy to. This has not much to do with horse racing, but
Okay.
definitely a lot to do with cricket.
Okay.
So that's where I'm always impressed by just the stuff that you were able to recall. I think on the podcast many episodes ago, you could tell us who won the NRL premiership in maybe like, I don't know, some ridiculous year, like 1988. Who won it?
1988. So that was Brisbane's first year in the comp.
Yep.
Canterbury, I reckon.
I'll check.
Make us
that
check
one.
that,
Yeah, no,
please.
you go. I'll let you know soon.
Thanks, man. All right, so this question is more Steve Smith related, less NRL related.
Yeah.
Steve Smith has had 11 double-century partnerships with 11 different players. This is in cricket, and Steve Smith fresh off 100 again.
So he's
against Sri Lanka.
11 double-century partnerships, but all with different players. Or we'd have more than that, and there's 11 players.
No, sorry. Steve Smith has had double-century partnerships with 11 different players.
Yeah, right.
The most in Test history.
Okay.
How many of the 11 can you name?
Go, just fire.
Fire. I'll tick them off as you go.
Okay. Chris Rogers, definitely.
Yep.
Because he got that 215 over in the UK.
That was 2015 versus England. Well done.
Yeah. Usman, definitely.
He's in there twice.
Yeah, nice. Trav?
He's in there once. Twice. Similar to once, but twice.
Yeah.
So close.
That was so close.
So that's 3.
3.
Yeah.
Davey Warner?
Correct. In there once.
Okay.
2022 versus South Africa.
Okay, so I reckon he got a big 100 in Perth when Mitch Marsh got a big 100 as well. Was Mitch Marsh in there? No.
He is.
Is he?
England 2017.
Yeah.
How many is that, Skin? Can you keep count of these?
5.
Please?
Godu's doing it on his fingers, so
Yeah.
it should be fine.
He's also doing it on his flute at the moment.
Yeah.
Wrong.
There'll be a couple of rogue ones in there, I reckon.
Well, the one from most recently you haven't named yet.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Is in that game in Sri Lanka.
Oh, yeah, right.
like the most recent game.
Alex Carey.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
2025.
I'll throw a rogue one in there.
Yep.
Burnsy got a real big 100 in New Zealand.
Yeah, if by
Joe
rogue you
Burns.
meant
Joe
on the
Burns.
list.
Yeah.
Joe Burns 2016 versus New Zealand.
Excellent. Okay. I'm just trying to think of guys who've got like real big daddy hundreds that Smith probably, knowing him, got a big 100 in there.
You've got most of the recent ones, bar one, that I feel like you should get.
How recent are we talking?
2022,
Against who?
West Indies. He also ran you out a lot.
Oh, Marnus Labuschagne.
Yep.
Use your bat, man. Okay.
Okay, so now you're up to Joe Burns was the 2016 one. All the rest are from before that, of which
Holy
you've already
shit.
got one, which was Chris Rogers, 2015.
Okay. Any clues? Can you give me any clues?
Sure, one's the brother of someone else that's been.
Oh,
on.
so Sean Marsh. Yeah. Sean Marsh. Yeah.
that was probably too
One of
obvious.
the
That was
great clues.
one of the great. That was one of the easier clues.
Yep. One would be the title of a fashion magazine if you took off the
Oh,
S.
Adam Voges.
Yep.
Yeah.
and one allegedly punched Carl Stefanovic or was in an argument with him
MJ
at the very
Clark.
least. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Is that all?
2013, that was v England as well. That's all.
Yeah, right.
11. That's impressive. Oh, I think you've done quite well there. You
Yeah.
got what, like 6 unassisted
Yeah.
and
Maybe
then 5 with
yeah.
a bit of help.
Yeah.
Not very obvious clues though.
Good player, Stephen.
I was going to say, actually, that was a question I had for you. What percentage do you think of Steve Smith's batting skill do we have?
Wow.
As in myself and Skin, most notably coming off, I think, 57 or 51 recently for me.
Sub 5.
Surely not.
He's got 36 fucking test hundreds.
He does.
Well, I've got 0, so that's close.
No, you're probably right then.
I'm going to throw one more at you. Do you think he's better player than Ricky Ponting? I have this argument with someone all the time.
Really? I've never
Yeah.
had this argument with you.
Yeah.
I think that I would think that Ricky Ponting was better, but I can't justify why.
I'm going to say Ponting as well. I'm going to say because of the attacks Ponting faced.
Okay.
There's my answer. I'll give you a week to ponder on it. I know you like time.
Thank you. Yeah, my
Give
gut
you a
instinct
week
was
to
also
Ponting on
Ponting.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I appreciate that.
Now, the other thing that happened for me on the weekend, not that Steve Smith scoring 100 really happened for me on the weekend, but it was just nice to watch as we were fielding and drawing again.
Oh, I've got to bring something. Yeah, about that.
no.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it now?
Oh, yeah. I was just. Were you in the doghouse on Saturday when you had to go and field for a draw while your lovely partner was staying at a luxurious resort down the Gold Coast?
Yes. I was also hungover, so that hurt because it was a wedding the previous day. So
I have no issues with any of that. Yeah.
I actually kept it remarkably well and hit it also remarkably well, I think.
Hid your hangover.
Yeah. Didn't hide my wicket-keeping glove skin.
He may as well have. He just could have caught him barehanded.
Which I was standing a deep square,
Yeah.
but I was actually catching them all.
I just think there's some question marks you need to ask yourself when you're like staying in those sort of places, like about your cricketing future.
About driving. Oh, you mean driving back in the morning?
Just more the full stop at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hang on a second. What was wrong with this day? Wake up post-wedding after quite a few beers featuring wines. But it's a wedding, so you have to.
I think you're rude actually if you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my approach as well. Wake up 7 a.m. New South Wales time.
Yeah.
Drive an hour and 40 minutes home. Field for 96 overs. drive back to New South Wales. Not much wrong with that, though.
Sounds horrible.
Makes sense to me.
It actually was horrible.
That sounds like an appalling day.
Yeah, sorry about that, Rochelle, and everyone concerned. Anyway, the wedding made me realise, wanted to ask you guys something. The Eagle Drop, you know that song? Like, the
Eagle Rock.
The Eagle
Sorry,
Rock,
it's the song like the hey,
Yep.
you know, Eagle Rock. Do you want to keep going? Or
Nope.
you got
Got it.
Yeah. Everyone takes their pants off in Australia. I don't know if this is a thing like worldwide, but in Australia it's become quite a big thing too. When it comes on, it's called the Eagle Drop, and everyone drops their strides.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was at a wedding on the weekend. I feel like it's losing its magic. Has anyone else been sensing this? Mikas, you've seen quite a few weddings in your
I've
life.
probably seen it at 600 weddings, and it's the worst thing ever. And finally, less people are doing it.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
It is
Yeah.
horrendous. And at every single wedding, every single guy that does it thinks they're the first person that's ever done it in their
Yes.
life. And they're like, look at me. I'm a hero with no pants on.
Yes.
Oh, because you're the videographer.
And I'm sitting there going, mate, I watched 40 people do this last night.
Yeah. This exact same thing happened
Oh my
24 hours ago.
God.
No, I couldn't agree more with Michael. We are,
Really?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I was filming a wedding. My wife was photographing it. And some guy, I'm not kidding, was so drunk, big dude,
No.
takes his
When you
pants
say
off.
big,
Undies as well.
Well, you'll find out in a second.
Yeah.
And has just gone, take a photo of this. Carly's looked over and he's just pulled his pants down. And I'm like, that
We
is-
actually can't do that.
That's actually probably sexual assault of some variety.
If he was that big a dude as well, he probably hasn't seen
well,
his
no,
cock for a little
honestly,
while. So
and there is a photo of it, and
Yeah.
I saw it, and it wasn't.
yeah, no,
You couldn't really see it.
He hasn't seen his old fella in a while. That's why he wanted a photo taken of.
It was
his guts hanging
horrendous,
out
mate.
of it.
Horrendous.
do you reckon that made the final album for
No.
the bride?
No, I deleted it off Carly's camera.
That's a good idea.
It was horrendous. Dust
Yeah.
all round.
Yeah, I agree with Michael. If the Eagle Drop is magic, let's say the Eagle Drop is Harry Potter. In my opinion, the Eagle Drop is Harry Potter's parents who are Muggles. Is that right?
No, I think they were both wizards.
No, sorry, his auntie and uncle.
Yeah, okay.
The
Wow,
Eagle
that
could
is
be Harry
such
Potter's-
a weird.
You know that
Correlation.
you know that uncle from Harry Potter, like the real fuckwit.
Yeah.
That's the Eagle Drop, I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or
So
it could
wait.
be the parents because
They're both
they're
brown
dead.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yep. No, but it's not brown bread yet because there were still some people doing it. And sorry, apologies to those people that were doing it at the wedding I was at. I supported you. I just wasn't doing it because I didn't feel the magic. I felt like
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it.
No, you don't do it.
Wow.
I
I
think-
feel
Yeah,
very alone. I still do it
you
regularly.
still do it.
Yuck.
Yeah. Well, I would still.
I
do
don't
it
really
if you
yell at the
did it.
videographers to film me or photograph me. I just
No,
sort of
yeah.
just do it because it's the done thing.
I just feel like once, like there was a time in my life where I did it at like a 50th birthday party and I was by myself, and like even then it seemed like kind of cool. That was many years ago.
Right.
Probably in hindsight, not that cool.
Yeah, I got a bit of a wake up call at Eloise's brother's wedding when the song came on, so I just dropped my dax and then realised I was the only person standing there.
Did you pull them up mid song?
No,
Or did you
I was
commit
like,
to
my
it?
pants were already down. I committed, and like slowly one or two people came over and joined me, but it was a pretty lonesome little Eagle Drop. Yeah,
What happened? Has there been a political change that we don't know about?
I
or
just think
something?
everyone's realizing it sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay, maybe a challenge for like our listeners: film the weirdest place you've done the Eagle Drop.
Well, we're bringing it back.
I've always said I loved it.
Just walk in the middle of fucking Queen Street Mall with like your Spotify playing and start taking your pants off.
the Eagle Drop is Harry Potter's child.
Yeah.
Vernon Dudley, Eagle Drop.
Oh, yuck.
Gosh, we put something on the Instagram story no more than 8 hours ago. What's the most out of place you've ever felt either doing something or venue you've been to?
Did you feel out of place introducing that segment?
Yeah, I've told you today that I don't like introducing segments. I prefer to sit here and watch you do it. It is your job, after all.
Is it more just like we were mid-sentence and then you just started introducing a
Yeah,
segment?
no, I need to get it. Mate, these under 8s aren't going to coach themselves this afternoon. So.
Good point. Good point.
Well, anyway.
Well, you need to feed them a bit more, obviously. If they under 8.
Jesus. It's stretchy.
That's hardly stretchy at all.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you said.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
It's probably a rough topic. It's 2025.
It's weird saying 2025.
Pretty good.
Anyway,
Yeah, thank you, Skin.
That's all right. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
what are we talking about?
His
Under
pun.
8.
we should probably go back to talking about whatever the hell.
What
you
are we
introduced
talking
us in. The places you felt
Oh,
most out of place.
yes, places
and
you-
I posted it on the
Yes.
story. The context was the golf event we went to last week or the week before. I felt incredibly out of place, and I assume at least 2 of you 3 felt similarly, because this golf event was like different to most golf events we go to, right? Like generally you drink lots of beers and you have lots of fun, and the golf is a bit of an afterthought, and everyone sucks a bit, and you just sort of hit some balls and not that big of a deal. Whereas this was, everyone was very good, and everyone hit the ball very straight. We got to the driving range in the morning, and everyone's hitting the ball straight down the driving range
At their
And, like,
designated time that they were meant to be at the driving range.
The distinction I should make here, Skid, is that this was for a manufacturer
Yes.
of golf clubs.
Arguably one of the
Yes,
biggest
yes.
companies in the world.
Yes, which
Yeah.
I appreciate, and I understand that that makes sense, and they want people who are good at golf hitting their golf clubs. I'm with you. It all makes sense. But just like people that were surprising, even like Guy Sebastian's brother was there, smacking golf balls. I didn't know
good
he was a
golfer.
good. I didn't know that. And then so I'm seeing him hit golf balls straight.
It would be a weird thing
would
to
you
know.
know that?
I don't know.
Considering you don't know his first name.
This is
Hey,
true.
okay, so guys, you know Australian Idol, where
2001.
Shannon Noel, he came running up to Guy Sebastian. His
up.
brother, quite good at golf.
Also a decent singer as well.
That's right.
Very good
Anyways,
singer.
anyway, so all these people hitting golf balls very straight is the point. And then the world long drive guys come out, they hit the golf ball straight and far, and
Emphasis
we,
on the far.
yeah, like really far,
Fuck
like
me.
out of the driving range
Yeah.
into some poor lady's backyard repeatedly. It was well, I guess she's getting free golf balls out of it.
Free Callaway golf balls too.
Wonderful. People.
Anyways, and then so we eventually step up to the driving range for our driver fitting that they want us to do. Where I assume in order for the gentleman to fit you with a driver, he needs to see you hit some good shots.
Which was the real shame.
That was the issue.
How many are we talking?
I reckon I warned him. I said, mate, like I suck. I'm not going to give you much to work with here. And he said, no. Everyone's got a good golf shot in them. I would have hit probably 15 before he gave up. I reckon. I mean, like,
Did he give up?
yeah. Mate, I hit 15, not one went straight. I would have hit like probably 5 slices in a row way out to the right. He was like, so you normally slice them? I was like, yeah, mate, I'll always slice them. It's a, you know, that you can bank on that. Hook.
Top. Lucky he didn't see you one from Top Golf the night before, which barely made the facility.
Would you get that as a slice or a hook?
Not sure. Didn't have enough speed to have spin.
It was a putt.
Literally. And then so couple that with the fact that like I don't golf that much. So my attire is I'm wearing like denim jorts. I think I had like red Nike sneakers on. Everyone else has proper golf shoes. And it just felt so uncomfortable. I just did not feel like I should be there.
I'll be honest with you. When you rocked up wearing jorts, Mick and I looked at each other. We were just sort of like,
That was mainly you. I kind of didn't really care.
you did care.
It was semi-fashionable, I thought.
Oh,
You
it was
reckon?
very fashionable.
I thought so. I think he looked
For the
good.
event at the
No.
bar the night before, it would have been great.
You
Fantastic.
didn't look great as a golfer, but you looked good
Yes.
generally.
Okay, thank you.
But we're playing golf.
But we were already golf day. Quite a good golf day.
Yep.
Yeah, we did suck. It was. I did feel sorry for Gody and Mikas being the 2 out of the 3 that went out of place.
I hate when you hold on to a joke for fucking 19 minutes.
Well, because I'm very conscious of not talking over you, Skid. I want to give you the
That was
platform.
worth it, though.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, we got a few responses from the Chocs, though, to places that you felt a lot out of place. I'll start from, I don't know who this one's from. I went to a dress-up party where you're dressed as someone from the era that you were born. Yeah. Because I was born in the 90s, I went as Ace Ventura. Classic. Apparently, I was the only person born in the 90s there on that night because everyone else was dressed up as in the 60s or the 70s. I felt more out of place than a pork steak at a Jewish synagogue.
Oh,
Crikey.
Someone explain the pork steak Jewish synagogue
Well,
thing to me.
I don't
Jewish people don't eat pork.
Right.
So I imagine
Even in a synagogue.
probably especially
Probably,
in
I
the
would
synagogue,
say, yeah.
probably more
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
fair.
okay.
What 60s and 70s
Yeah.
characters?
What would you dress up
as?
as 60s or 70s? The
Beatles?
Beatles?
Thanks, you owe me a soda.
Yeah.
I've done that for a few years. You do owe me one, though.
Never fucking bought you anything, have I?
Actually, at the Super Bowl today, the blokes were like, "Oh, you're leaving, Lethal. You didn't even grab a round." I was like, "Oh, sorry, boys."
Are you joking?
I got one guy, one beer. It wasn't a round, but it was a weird round. You know when everyone's out of sync?
What, where there's 5 people and someone starts first and you go last and then leave? That's a weird round, yeah.
I prefer in sync.
Big Justin Timberlake guy.
Yeah, nice.
Any others, Gingers?
Yeah, most out of place for me when I was asked to fill in for a social indoor netball team a few years ago. I was the only guy and I was given the goalkeeper position. I went to try and shoot, missing several attempts, then only to realise that they would have been own goals. Nobody said a word.
Well, at least he missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good. Can you get an own goal?
I wouldn't have a clue, mate, I'll be honest with you.
I reckon.
check that.
I reckon.
But I reckon if the netballers are telling him they would have been own goals.
Well, they weren't telling him. That's the issue.
There's some head shakes going on over there from the couch. They reckon that's true. Goals don't
Eloise
count.
is a big netballer.
Wait, so in basketball, is it the same?
You can't get an own goal in basketball, I don't think.
Really?
Gosh,
I
we
just
could be
don't-
spreading so much
I
incorrect
just don't think
information.
it's just happened. It's just one of those things, just like, well, you're a complete moron if you fit in the wrong. Like,
Okay,
shot
but
in the
for
wrong-
picture this.
I
though.
haven't
played
Let's
soccer
go-
all
let's
the
go
time.
up like he's
Yeah.
gone half court shot,
Yeah.
right? Just before the halftime
Yeah,
try.
go.
Someone blocks it.
Yeah, nice.
Hits him in the hand, rebounds back to the other end. Is that a
That's a point.
own goal? No way.
I was more gonna go
the
like-
right way.
I was going to go more the scenario. Now, bear with me here. Like, clock running out, right?
Yeah.
You need to get the ball down the other end.
Yes,
so
you
like,
do.
Yeah, you do. So you gather it off the rebound and then like quickly go to throw it, right? Bounces off some bloke's head, bang, ricochets, dunk, 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 in. Oh, no, that wouldn't be an own goal because that's hit his head, hasn't it?
No,
That
what
is
if it's hit your own
literally-
team?
It's hit his own team. That's what I meant to
Exactly.
say.
Do you understand that
Three-
me and you have just said the exact same thing?
Nah, you said it from halfway, though.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that does change
And
it.
then we both got to the point where we're like, wait, that wouldn't be an own goal.
Give
Nah.
us a quick example of how an own goal would happen.
Give us an example of how an own goal
Because
would work.
no one cares about
Yeah.
this stuff
So
anymore.
if
Just
I had the ball,
go.
Yeah.
and I thought my team was going that way.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
So I shot the ball in that hoop, but it turned out my team was going the other way.
Yeah, but see, that's too unrealistic. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
That fucking happens all the time in sport.
Funnily, in Aussie rules, that happens a lot.
Oh,
When you
mate,
come
all
out-
the
That's,
time.
that's a rush behind.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sort
But
of
you can
saying.
only
But
get
it's
one.
a thing in football,
Yeah,
like
but you can-
soccer.
there's not an own try, is there?
No, that's a line dropout.
Well, it's
And even
There's
like a
not.
rush behind an AFL is not like a goal. It's only 1 point.
Yeah, but it's still
not
a point.
six. It's not 6 though, is it?
I do see what you're saying.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Someone
Nah.
clarify that for us,
Yeah,
please.
we're not working this out right now.
All right, let's move on.
Okay. Can I just say I played a game of basketball at school, and I just want to. You know how there's the hoop, and then there's the backboard. There's the backboard, and then there's that big metal bar that holds the backboard there. If you've got like a high ceiling, and it sort of like comes down like this. Okay, if you're not watching me, go watch on YouTube.
Do that again. Just quickly do it
So
again.
it comes down like
a little
this.
bit lower though.
Yeah. Shut up. Anyways, I shot a 3 towards aiming at the hoop.
Go on.
This by so far it hit the top of the metal bar, somehow bounced down into the hoop.
Yeah, nice.
Didn't count because I threw it out of bounds.
that
So
not
it
count?
apparently
How does
doesn't
that not
count. You can't hit the metal bar that's 48 meters above the hoop when you're aiming at the hoop. Apparently,
That's what if
It's
you're not
really-
aiming at the hoop? So I was aiming for the middle bar.
it's really disappointing.
Well done, everyone. I think we really cleared that up. We actually need to understand that.
It's,
We also got through about 0
no.
most out of places.
I was going to say my cricket, going to the cricket on my own. That didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, sorry
No,
about
that's fun. Would have stuffed it up.
Can you score an own basket?
that. Isn't Biggest also meant to look this stuff up while we're doing
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah.
Is that my job? I thought it was this job.
Yeah, no, it's yours now.
Oh.
Mainly because this is not here.
Hey,
Yes.
Siri.
Yes, a basketball team can accidentally score its own basket, but it can't do it intentionally. Why would you do it intentionally?
So if you throw it at the back of someone's head in your team, if you wait, why? If you're down by 3,
Yeah.
but then just don't. No, that
Just
doesn't
throw
make
it down
sense.
the end of the court. I wonder if there's a video of it.
No, that's okay. That's probably a later job.
Oh, there's a compilation on YouTube
Of
from
own goals?
yeah,
Own baskets?
own baskets, NBA own baskets compilation, 3 minutes 11.
All right, we are finishing with a game. Now, what is the score at the moment? On the Joe Daddy leaderboard, we have Skin on 8, Goaty on 7, Migas on 2, Lethal on 2. I obviously won't be eligible for a point here, given that I'm running the game, and the game is Google Feud. Yeah, we're playing Google Feud. Come on, choose a category or two. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Yeah, playing it is cool. I will soon tell you all the rules, and you can play along with the crew. Yeah, we're playing Google Feud. You gotta stop singing, okay? Okay, it's a recently reconstructed game, Google Feud. We played it, well, only a couple of weeks ago. And we were given a lot of feedback of people saying, great effort, Lee, you were so close to making it good. This is how you do make it good. I've read well, not every single email because there were a lot, and listened to a lot of voicemails as well about how to make it better. Essentially, they were all saying the same thing. Make the answers more realistic and make it multiple choice. Whoever. So, Lee, make up less yourself. But I didn't want to totally hand over the reins, so I've still made up a couple, and we'll see how obvious they are and if you guys can pick them.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Excellent.
Great jingle, though. I am happy to see that jingle back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Google Feud is where we are talking about, well, we're trying to work out what people are asking Google, because it's a very common thing that most people do all the day. A lot of the time when people around here in the workplace skin ask you a question, you just say, Google it.
I say chat GBT it now. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan.
it's true. The world's changing.
Chad.
Chat.
Yeah.
A chat. Calling by his right name, mate, for God's sake.
Okay. So here we go. I've got 5 questions for you. The first question is, can you legally own a, and you guys have your whiteboard, Mika's Skin and Goatee. When you announce your answer, can you please make sure that you read it out as well? Can you legally own a bow and arrow, a raccoon in Australia, raccoon? How do you pronounce that? It sounded quite yuck the way I said it. Cricket bat made of cricket bat made of aluminium, or a dingo? Are your 4 options.
What was the first one again?
Bow and arrow, a raccoon in Australia, a cricket bat made of aluminium, or dingo?
That's easy.
That's easy.
Yep.
Okay. Can you legally own a? Ready to reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Goatee.
Bowen.
Bowen.
You've gone Bowen.
I went Bowen.
Bowen. And Mikas has gone.
Dingo.
Mikas has gone dingo, and Mikas does indeed have the point for that round.
How is that possibly the highest?
That
Why
was
is that
the
easy?
highest. Bow and arrow was the second highest. The raccoon was the third highest. Aluminium cricket bat.
Was Dennis Lilly's highest.
Yeah. And made up by me.
Yeah, obviously. Why would that be illegal to own?
It'd be weird to own.
Would be against the rules of cricket to bat with it.
Okay. Do AFL players?
Nice. I'm just trying to get enthusiastic.
Can anyone explain to me why more people want to own dingoes than
Because
bow and
this
arrow?
game's shit, mate. That's why.
No, that's fair. In Australia, I've googled it.
Why would
That's
you
why I
want to own a
knew.
dingo?
Why would you want to own a dingle?
Dingoes are what?
A dingle?
It's a dingo harp.
A dingo. Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're like a dog.
Yeah,
They're a lot like a
dangerous.
dog.
Exactly. It's like, I
Dangerous
don't
one.
know. Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Probably why they're illegal. People are like, can I get a dingo?
Okay.
No. You
Is the
can't.
answer no? Can you legally own a dingo? I
No.
never saw the answer.
Oh,
You might be able to.
I don't
Can you
know.
legally own a bow and arrow?
I don't know.
Who knows? We'll find these things out later.
No, we won't.
Do AFL players
We absolutely will not be looking at that.
use creatine? Speak fluent Japanese?
Oh, my God. What is
You
wrong
made
with
that
you?
up. You made what up?
Have other jobs or shave their legs?
Wow.
I'll be shocked if someone doesn't go speak fluent Japanese here.
I will be shocked if someone does do that.
Do AFL players speak fluent Japanese? Well, they might. Some of them might.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't reckon one AFL player speaks fluent Japanese.
I reckon there'll be one.
I don't think so.
We'll find out.
I like it.
No, we won't. Again, we won't.
Reveal. I'm going to Google it. Reveal. Creatine from Goatee.
Creatine.
Skin has gone creatine.
Jobs.
Migas has gone jobs. Migas is correct
No,
again.
Nice.
you guys
Have other
stink.
jobs.
This feels wrong. You two are up to something.
No, we're not.
Unless he looked
We're
at the
literally
notes.
not.
You don't know these things. You can't get points in games. Why are you suddenly winning?
What?
There's still
Maybe
3
he saw
questions
the
to go.
notes. Oh, no. Well, no. If he gets 3 in a row, that's alarm bells.
I'm watching you.
Okay. Can you
Watch
eat
this.
raw eggs, zucchini, Cocoa Pops, or pumpkin?
Cody, you're a pig.
Oh, you are disgusting. What were the 4 answers? No one was listening. Man. Sorry.
Hold that whiteboard up because
Eggs, zucchini, Cocoa Pops, and pumpkin.
easy again. You fools.
Eggs.
Please reveal. Eggs, eggs.
Pumpkin.
And Migas has gone pumpkin. Eggs is correct.
You
Thank you.
only call me pumpkin anyway, mate.
All right. 4th question.
What am I
Migas
first?
leads 2-1.
What was your first answer to that one again?
Can you sneeze so hard you get pregnant? break a rib, your nose bleeds, or your eyes pop out. I didn't make any of them up in this one. Except for the get pregnant one.
Yeah, I thought so. Thank you.
Damn it. Hold on.
All
All
right.
right, let's reveal. Goaty's gone eyes.
I went eyes, just a bit different.
I'm
Skin
going
has
ribs.
gone ribs.
All right, that's easy. Eyes.
Mikus has gone eyes.
Ding,
No
ding, ding.
question. None to anyone. Nosebleeds was the top answer. Mikus still leads 2-1.
Have we got
Last
a conundrum?
Final
Double
question.
points.
No.
I've got a count back option.
Okay.
So that's fine. Okay. Can you legally marry A?
Have you
Dead.
made up any?
Dead person in France.
Goodness gracious.
Fictional character. Tree. Second cousin twice removed from your mother's side.
Fuck me.
I didn't make up any of this.
Go on again.
What did I say? Fictional character. Dead person in France. Tree. Second cousin twice removed from your mother's side. Final question. And we're revealing.
Oh, wait. All right, I've changed my answer 3 times. This is good.
Okay.
All right. Probably pick one.
Yeah, all right.
Genghis has gone tree.
I'm going dead person in France.
I've
Mikus has
also gone tree.
tree, which means, okay, this is annoying.
Oh,
What'd you
no.
go? Skid, you've gone dead person in France,
Yep.
right? None of them, again, were the top answer. The top answer was fictional character. Work that out.
I can
That
work it. I've got a pretty good idea.
All right, but I think that would mean that Skin got the top answer for that one, which would put him on 2. But then previously, Goaty and Mikus both said your eyes pop out, which was the second top answer for that one, which means that Mikus does indeed get the applause and the chocolates this week.
I feel as though, I think you'll agree
What?
with
No,
me here.
go on.
I feel as though he's made up rules just to sort of suit a narrative in that game, I reckon. What do you think?
Because it's just whoever got the top end, like whoever got closest to the top.
Oh, yeah,
But
So
also-
I just screwed up the one before.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
right.
also, I would have won anyway.
yeah,
with
that is
2,
true.
so
That is true.
bite me.
Okay.
That's a
And
great
were
game.
you up to no good with your dingo and jobs?
Honestly, that was unbelievable.
You actually
Like, I've
just
genuinely just
played
guessed
by
those
the rules
2.
and got that correct.
The dingo one I have looked up before.
Okay. That
Skin.
is really uncharacteristic.
Did
Mikus,
you
well done.
think that any of them were too obvious with the ones that I made up?
And apart
Yes.
from all
Which-
5 of them?
which
all
ones?
of them. Yeah, all of them.
All right, which ones spring to mind out of the 5?
The pregnant sneezing one's a real
Yeah, pregnant, sneezing, the second cousin twice removed on your mother's side.
I think if
Not
you'd
that
left it as
great.
second cousin,
I wrote that down first. I went, no. And the AFL Japanese thing.
The only one you could have gotten away with was the raw. Can you eat raw? I didn't hear anything outrageous there.
Cocoa Pops.
I stand corrected. I forgot about the Cocoa Pops.
You're in for an X.
Yeah.
Someone will read it next.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's a good one. Nah, internet.
nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How do you think Google Feud went before we get into this? You happy with it?
Yeah, very well.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I thought so.
Interesting.
Good game. I've always said that.
And
Anyway.
I like it, guys.
Yeah,
No,
what?
it was fine. It was actually a lot better than its previous incarnation.
I would think so. Much improved, I think.
Couldn't get much worse.
It was arguably the worst thing we've ever done. Anyway,
We did it about 6 times.
But now it's fixed. It's better.
Dave sent me this one. I'm just going to say Dave to blame him because he's not here. This is a message sequence from someone. He goes, happening, mate.
What?
Fancy a wank down by the river tomorrow night. And then someone's written, I'm guessing the autocorrect's kicked in there. And then it's like, laughing correct. Yeah, my bad. Meant the canal, not river.
I hate when that happens.
You see wank and walk are pretty
Yeah,
close.
I got it.
And also Canal and River are quite close.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very good.
disco.
Rightio, that's another We Got the Chocolates podcast complete. Now, we would love you to get in contact with us at We Got the Chocolates wherever you are on social media, or www.wegotthechocolates.com.au is the website.
Oh, yeah. And we also like giving out homework toward the end of podcast episodes. This week could be difficult for you if you're anything like me and hate talking to people, because it's a little word of mouth. I want you to tell a friend about our podcast. If you're listening and enjoying it, then tell someone else to listen to it and enjoy it. Listen to this week's episode. That would be great.
Is it limited to just one friend?
No, you could tell all your friends. Bit of exponential growth. You could just see our numbers skyrocket this week.
Triple.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah.
If our numbers skyrocket this week, then we probably should have given that homework earlier.
And maybe
240 episodes
slightly
ago.
more regularly. You could do that next week as well if you want.
Yeah.
Like,
You know how
Keep that
everyone's
going.
6 degrees from Kevin Bacon? Maybe everyone could be 6 degrees from We Got the Chocolates.
I don't have a clue what's going on.
Have you not heard that theory?
I thought it was
Like
6
everyone-
degrees of separation.
Yeah, I
not a
thought
script.
everyone.
Yeah, but
was-
everyone somehow is like 6 people away from knowing Kevin Bacon.
But isn't
There's-
that just everyone's 6 degrees away from
Yeah,
knowing
yeah.
anyone?
yes.
So
yes.
you're right.
Kevin
You're right.
Bacon is the example.
There's a guy who does this. I saw a guy do this on social media. You tell him a celebrity, and he has to find how he's connected to them. So he's got a
That's
photo.
sick.
He's got a photo with someone who's got a photo with someone who's got a photo with someone who's got a photo with fucking Barack Obama or something. Like, yeah,
We should do
it's
that.
Just everyone, anyone that you tell him, he seems to have some connection to. It was one of the great.
That's pretty much how we did that magic
Things.
trick when the magicians came. About Becca. And like, so apparently I didn't know, but maybe I did. You
That's
know,
true.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
exactly the
explains
same.
That explains it.
It's
Same
also
thing.
very similar to the quote, you're only ever 300s away from playing cricket for Australia. Like for me and you now, Skin.
Yeah,
300s on the bounce.
Would
we'd
you
play.
do you reckon, okay, I'll throw it to you. Do you reckon-
probably 300
Do you-
away from playing sub-districts, I reckon.
No, would Skin be 300s away from playing ones?
Yeah, easy.
What? Really?
You tossed one off on the weekend, you should have got one.
Jesus.
I've thrown away 100 every time I've batted this season.
But also,
I averaged
don't
30 with a high score of like 30.
don't forget, don't you dare think that your 2 for 10 hasn't gone unnoticed on the weekend too, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
Absolute
Thank you very
all-rounder now. Skin, you're only 3 fifers away from playing for Australia. Remember to get out and have a tin wag with a few of your mates this week. If you're doing that, you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that's Stumps.
Also, Canterbury won the 1988 grand final.
Oh, well done. Good fact checking.
I forgot to say it, and then I said it.
And you can get own goals in NBA.
But not netball.
Wait, you can?
It could be netball.
Oh, yeah, let's do netball.
That's good, eh?